Hey guys, welcome to House to Home. I'm Lily Jang, your host and also a full-time realtor. A lot on the show today. Have you ever flushed out your hot water heater? Did you know you had to do that? Because I didn't. Trey the inspector is going to walk us through how to do it. If you guys are getting ready to sell your house and you're in a situation where it's a power of attorney, an estate, a will, a probate, let's get your paperwork ready now for the title company. We'll walk you through how to prep. And it's a question I get all the time from my sellers. Does staging really work? We're going to talk to a professional stager and also show you one of my beautiful listings. Right now, let's kick it off with the hottest homes on the market. We are here in Spring Branch at the Marbella. This is a gorgeous community, really nice modern homes. Brian Shemirani with City Quest. You guys are all over the place. Tell me about this community.
So this community is built by Marbella Homes. They are a builder who's very, very passionate about their projects, and they've been building in the Museum District, 3rd Ward, and this is their flagship product here in Spring Branch.
You oversee this entire community.
Yes.
How many homes? What's the price point?
So there's 33 homes total here, and it's a mixture of 2-story houses and 3-story houses. We start at $499 and we go up to $519 for the 3-story homes.
We're in the 2-story home, so this is first floor living.
Yes.
It's so pretty. And you've got the waterfall island. Tell me about this house.
So the waterfall island is a signature for this developer. Every single house is going to have a beautiful waterfall island. This is our really modern quartz selection that we have, and we have another option. It's called Carrera quartz. It's that marble looking quartz. It's beautiful.
Expensive. Oh, they're soft close.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
that. You don't see that much in this price point.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that you've got the backsplash that's actually the counter, and it goes all the way up.
So the primary bedroom has a gorgeous spa-inspired oasis. It has a standing shower with a nice modern tub next to it, and it truly just feels like an escape.
These homes are so pretty. 2 stories, 3 stories, starting just under $500,000, and I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Good to meet you, Brian.
Good to meet you as well.
Hi everyone, I'm Stephen Bigelow, one of 2 community sales managers for Newmark Homes Signature Series in beautiful Sienna in Fort Bend County.
And I'm Sharon Yu. Welcome to our Castilian model floor plan, which is 4,427 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths with game room, media room, courtyard, and a 3-car garage.
Let's go check it out. In the kitchen of this spectacular Castilian model, homebuyers are always impressed with the waterfall island with porcelain countertops, professional grade appliances, a farmhouse porcelain sink, statement lighting over the island, stacked cabinetry to the ceiling with glass fronts to showcase all of your decor. Folks, check out this primary suite. Flooded with light from a bay window, a ceiling treatment that sets a phenomenal tone in the space, statement lighting from this gorgeous chandelier, and as we move into the primary bath, we have an oversized mud set shower, dual vanities, huge soaker tub, and a primary closet for her that is unrivaled. By far, one of the most dramatic elements of this home is the entry courtyard, one of 2 substantial outdoor living areas. This one welcomes your guest into the home and provides a fantastic outdoor living space. Thank you for taking this tour with us.
Come back and visit us at 1923 Regal Water Drive in Sienna.
See you next time.
Hey guys, I'm Brandy Warren with the Next Gen Real Estate. Welcome to my brand new beautiful listing here in Memorial at 8602 Fontainebleau. Let's take a tour. If space is what you want, space is what you get. This gorgeously remodeled home has that and so much more. With the glass enclosed wine room, 20-foot floor to ceiling fireplace, gorgeous natural beams, and so much natural light. I mean, this house has it all. Check out this stunning kitchen, complete with stainless steel Z-line appliances, a wine chiller, a 48 square foot kitchen island, and a seamless transition to your sunken family room. This house is an entertainer's dream. Your primary bedroom is the only room on the lower level for your ultimate privacy. This room has so much space, even enough space for a sitting area. Finished with light hardwood flooring, a wall of windows, and an accent wall, it's a dream. Your primary ensuite exudes the ultimate luxury. This bathroom is finished with everything you can imagine, from gorgeous porcelain floors, a standalone soaking tub, gorgeous spa-like shower with 3 shower heads, double vanities, underlighting throughout. I mean, this bathroom has it all. It's time to say goodbye, but I'm sure you probably don't want to. If you guys love this home as much as I do, give me a ring so we can make it yours. I'm Brandy Warren with Next Gen Real Estate. It's been a pleasure. Bye, guys.
Did you know you're supposed to flush out your hot water heater? If you didn't, that's okay. We're gonna show you how it's done. Also, does staging a home make sense? Does it help you sell faster? We're gonna talk to a professional stager. And if you have to sell your home or your estate, the paperwork you wanna gather now for the title company.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Larson.
And I'm Kristen DeBarbaris.
We're with JL Fine Homes at Compass Memorial. Welcome to 5619 Barton Falls in Lakes on Eldridge.
This beautiful 4-bedroom, 4-bath home on a cul-de-sac features a saltwater pool and spa.
Come on in. Look at this sunroom. It's great for lounging and it flows into this beautiful kitchen with a spacious island, built-in microwave and single oven. This kitchen has lots of storage, including a spice rack and a gas stove. Great for cooking.
Off the foyer is a private study with French doors. The living room features high ceilings, natural light, a gas log fireplace, a view of the pool, and look at these beautiful arches leading to the second floor.
You have double sinks, a soaking tub, and a frameless shower with a waterfall head and multiple body jets.
One of my favorite features of this home is the heated saltwater pool and spa with water features. Thanks for touring 5619 Barton Falls in Lakes on Eldridge.
For more information, please contact JL Fine Homes.
See you soon.
I'm here at my listing in Afton Oaks getting a stage today. I'm a big believer, you guys, in staging luxury properties. Marissa Sorolla with the Lux Design Group is the visionary behind everything you see here today.
Yes.
Talk about when you walk into a property, what you think about.
So when I walk into a property, the first thing you want to do is create an emotional connection with the buyer. So within 3 seconds, if they don't see something that they fall in love with, they're going to start looking for things that they don't like. So that's why it's very important to have a focal point right when you walk in and to draw something into their eye to keep them going through the flow of the home. It just starts it off.
I believe that a stage home sells faster. You have statistics.
Yes, 88% of homes sell faster when they're staged and for 20% more money. So it's a huge impact.
Are you staging homes across the board in all price points?
All price points from $300,000 up to $6 million. We stage in the area, outside of the area, in the woodlands. We mainly focus in the Galleria and Memorial areas, but we can go as far out to Galveston.
You're an interior designer, so you have that background. When you walk into a space, you know how it's going to make people feel. And I always say, appeal to their senses.
Absolutely. You want to touch, feel, even taste, have the smell going on, have different layers of textures, and different varying heights as well. So things that are far, high, low, just have that all-around scope of balance. Symmetry is one of the most important things when...
Symmetry?
Yes. Symmetry creates balance, calmness, and it creates a sense of peace. And if you have symmetry within the home, everything else starts to make sense.
Tell me what that looks like in this space.
So for here, what we did was we wanted to create a linear line right when you walk in. The first thing you see is the mantle right off the bat.
Yeah.
So having something kind of long and angular this way really accents the windows. And then we wanted to offset it with 2 flanking chairs right here. We wanted to open up the space so that way they could still walk through, but you know you can have a lot of entertaining spaces as well. So we don't want to overcrowd it with furniture, but we want to leave it open so that you could still see yourself adding more things. Yeah.
I always say that it's really hard to have vision sometimes when you step into an open box, open space. Staging is always a good idea, but sometimes the price point of the home doesn't make sense. Tell me when it doesn't.
To do staging? Well, when it's priced to sell, you really don't need staging. But most times people walk in and they can't visualize their furniture or how they see themselves in the home. If there's two homes or two rooms that are identical and there's not a chandelier in one of them, they're not going to know which one's the living room and which one's not. So really staging it and kind of laying out the area for the potential home buyer is going to be a huge benefit, and it really reduces the negatives that they're going to say when they walk in the home.
I love it. You're staging this listing of mine here in Afton Oaks. We are ready to sell. Go team go.
Yes, we got it.
Thanks, Marissa.
Thank you.
If you guys are thinking about selling your house, let's get the paperwork ready before you get the house on the market. Teresa Guillen with Chicago Title Memorial joins us. There's always cases where you need certain documents, power of attorneys, if you're the executor of an estate. Tell me all the ways that we can do things to make your job easier.
Well, also to help you too.
Yeah.
So when you're selling a property, you definitely want to know, okay, do I own the property? Am I the proper seller? Am I married? Am I divorced? And has somebody passed away? Are there heirs that need to be at signing? This is all information you definitely want to let your realtor know up front, and also the title company. It helps if a seller knows that through the process, we're going to ask some very private questions. We are going to ask, who is the person that passed away? We may ask for a copy of a death certificate. We're going to ask for your current spouse's name, your last spouse's name, and sometimes that information is hard to divulge to the title company, but it's definitely information that we need. And if you know all this ahead of time, if you have also your mortgage information. If you're paying off a mortgage, or if you owe a solar panel lien or a pull and you haven't paid it off yet, that's still things that the title company needs to know. If your homeowners association has placed a lien on your property and as a seller you have all these notices, provide that information too. The more we know, the better. When it comes to the sellers that may be traveling during their closing time, let us know that ahead of time, because there's ways to work with them. We have mobile notary options, but we also have digital signing. That's another thing that we do offer. And basically, no matter where you are in the world, we can get it done.
Yeah, so many times I close with Teresa, we're able to do it electronically because it's a cash deal, and that's easy. So I'm in a situation right now, and I text Teresa at 10 o'clock at night. I ask her questions all day long. I have a friend who's selling her house. She inherited from her father who had passed away. So what kind of documents do I need to get to you? And if anybody's out there in the same situation, what do they need to know?
Did her father have a will? Has it been probated? Is it still in the process? Those are all things that we need to know, because as the probate goes through courts, we definitely need certain documents to get there to the finish line. So letter of testamentary, if there are any taxes due, estate taxes due, were they on Medicare? Did they owe Medicare funds? Do we need to collect that at closing? There's so many things in regards to an estate. Definitely as much information that you have on that property in regards to the estate too, up front, the better.
Yeah, I always tell my clients, whatever your situation is, please give me all the paperwork, and every situation is different. Every client's different, their situation's different. Let's get the paperwork done ahead of time so it's a smooth transaction when we get the house on the market, because we don't want anything in the way.
Well, not only that, so I think a lot of sellers have a little bit of reservations providing that information, the probated wills. They're like, it's very private information, but they are comforted knowing that it's underwriters that are reviewing that. It's other attorneys that are reviewing it, not looking at the information in regards to what's going on with family, but just what's going on with heirs and the property itself. So that should give them a little comfort that they're not digging through their documents.
Title talk is so complicated, but you make it really, you put it in layman's terms for me.
I try.
Yeah, Teresa is my go-to all the time for all things title. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
See you again soon.
Thank you.
Straight ahead on House to Home, you got to clean out your hot water heater. We're going to show you how to do it. And one of the most beautiful remodels on the market. Meet the designer behind this project.
Hi, my name is Marian Valencia, a top producing agent at Next Gen Real Estate. Today we are at 21123 Bella Cara. Come tour this home with me. The home is in a gated section. Exquisite curb appeal, but inside is even better. This 2621 square feet, one-story home offers 4-bed, 3-bath, elegant dining, and so much more. Open concept living is perfect to host all gatherings. This elegant kitchen offers quartz countertops, 42-inch shaker cabinets, and all stainless steel appliances are included. This builder is offering reduced pricing. They're also including up to $10,000 for your closing costs or to buy down your rate. They're including a full sprinkler system and garage door opener. This home has 4 beds and 3 baths. We're currently in the primary bedroom with this ensuite bathroom. This bathroom features its own standing shower, oversized bathtub, dual sink, and walk-in closet. Thank you for taking this tour with me. For more information, please contact Miriam Valencia at NextGen Real Estate. See you next time.
Did you guys know that you're supposed to flush out your hot water heater once a year? Who knew? Come with me. This is Trey Hill, Gold Star Inspections. He's going to show us how it is done. So why do we have to do this, Trey?
So water has calcium, all kind of sediment stuff in it. And if it's coming in here, it's going to just set. As that water heating, all those deposits going to set and it's going to be in the bottom of your tank. And that stuff can get real hard and it can actually start rusting your tank. And then you have a leak at what, 12 midnight? That's when you find out. So if you flush it once a year, you want to get all the sediments out and then your water heater will last a whole lot longer.
Show us how it's done. It kind of looks simple, but can I do something like this?
Of course, you can do it. It's very simple. So first thing is we have a gas water heater. If it's electric, so the first thing you want to shut off power to it. So if you have a gas, you can set this to pilot. So basically, as we letting all this water out, we don't want the burner to turn on and start baking your water heater because that can mess it up. So if it's electric, shut off the power to it or unplug it. So that's first thing. So then also you want to connect your drain hose to here. So this has a valve on it, and if we turn that sideways, right now it's closed. So now we're letting water out. Now it's draining into the tub. Okay, so next thing is what you want to do as we're letting water out, air is coming in. It's like if you have a straw and you have the top closed, a lot of water won't come out. So what we want to do is we want to put air into the tank so it can flow quicker. So we're going to open up this TPR valve, and that's draining outside. So that's also going to help drain the tank.
Where's that water going right now?
So right now, this is your TPR valve, and it's going on the side of the house. This is a safety device. So basically, if this water heater gets too much pressure, this opens up, let the water out so your water heater won't explode out your roof. That does happen. So that's why this is there. And this also needs to be changed every so often.
A lot of people don't know how to do this. I think it's complicated when you're involving gas and power. So who do they call if they just want somebody to do it professionally?
So plumbers do this on a regular basis. There's no problem, just maintenance on my water heater, and they'll come take care of that. So yeah, so basically draining it out, and once it come all the way down to the bottom, this process doesn't get the deposit out. So once it's empty, this is the cold water valve. We don't want water coming into it, so now we're draining. And so as it empties out, when it gets to the bottom, all that sediment stuff is on the bottom. So what we do, we turn the water on. It's kind of that water just shooting on the bottom, kind of loosen up all that stuff, all that nasty stuff we want to get out, loosen it up, and then we'll drain that out. You want to do that about 3 or 4 times, and then we can refill it, and we should be good.
3 or 4 times?
Yes. Because what we're trying to do is agitate all that deposit that's sitting in the bottom. If it's been there for a long time, it's just hard sitting in there.
So this water heater happens to be in a walk-in attic upstairs on the 3rd floor, but what happens if it's like in the garage or somebody can't get to a water source?
So this is, they should be able to get to, like the garage would actually be easier than the attic, but a lot of times they are putting them in the attic. But yeah, the garage would be easier to get to, so you can do the same thing, hook up that hose, you can run that hose outside and do it that way.
And that's how you clean out a water heater.
That's it.
Trey Hill.
That's simple, quick, easy.
Coming up on House to Home, meet the visionary behind this stunning remodel that's on the market now. Thank you guys for watching this edition of House to Home. If you would like to be on the next episode, or if you have any story ideas for us, please email me, housetohome@kprc.com. If you have any questions about buying, selling, investing, and especially right now, questions about mortgage, please reach out to me and my team. We're happy to help. As we end the show, we want to show you one of the most stunning remodels on the market right now. I always tell my buyer clients that when you walk into a home, the first 30 seconds you will know whether it feels like your new home or not. And it's because of the architecture and the design and just the textures. I want to bring in Elizabeth Rowland, and you are the visionary behind this space. You are the team that took this home down to the studs, and you have created this beautiful home with $1 million finishes at half the cost.
Exactly.
So thanks for showing us. Tell us about this house.
So yes, when we buy these houses, we completely take them down to the studs. Let me tell you a little bit about this beautiful masterpiece that we created over here. First, we added this beautiful pop of color with a white oak, which is timeless. We also did this gorgeous Venetian plaster.
Plaster is such a high-end.
It is. It gives you that beautiful modern look and contemporary at the same time.
I love that you use black because it's so dramatic and it's such a focal point for this entire wall.
Right. As you know, my style is very natural. I love to mix the colors, but adding a pop of color in this living space, it really makes a huge difference. Also, we added this beautiful M&M lighting, which really adds a value to the house.
This is a 4-bedroom house, 2,350 square feet, around $580,000. You usually don't find the finishes that you do in a house like this. You've got the sconces that are built in. You've got the plaster, which is high end.
Exactly.
And
white oak floors.
White oak floors. And I always tell, and Mario behind the camera knows this, every time we walk into a house, I look at craftsmanship. And usually I shake my head. This house is definitely different. Take us around.
Custom built kitchen cabinetry, and that's super important for me because it really adds that luxury finishes. We did a 2 cm quartz countertop here, and we also did this beautiful tile, which it gives it that nice texture to it, but at the same time, it's timeless.
I have a question for you because trends come and go within 7-8 years.
Right.
All white spaces, like all white kitchens. Is that going out in favor of more dramatic color?
I honestly think white will never go out of style. I think it's timeless.
Long hallway into the primary. Oh my goodness, you guys, this bathroom. This is a $1 million bathroom at half the price. So let's show me this.
Well, again, we love creating this beautiful custom. We call this the inset because it gives you that furniture look, right? So as you can tell right here, you get that inset look, so it's not overlay.
And tell me about the shower too.
The shower, when I walked in here, I wanted to have this really relaxing spa atmosphere. So when somebody can come in here, walk like, oh my gosh, I can totally go in here. So it's a really nice size shower. We did use the Bedrosian Allura tile, which has that really neutral look to it. Again,
timeless.
Timeless, exactly.
Usually in a remodel, that second bathroom or the half bath, they're kind of forgotten. But you really paid attention to this, and it's still super pretty, shaker style, so you guys can tell the difference between the inset and regular shaker cabinets. And it is so pretty. So you kept that high-end look in here as well.
Yes, I did. And on this case, we actually didn't do custom here. We did prefab, which is also really great. With updating the hardware again to give it that more of a luxury finishes, and we did do a beautiful pattern quartz.
If somebody's at home watching right now and they want you to come into their house and remodel it, how do they reach you? How does that work with you guys in your company?
Yeah, I have a social media account, Elizabeth's Home Design, so I'm on there all the time and I get emails, so just give me a call, send me a message, and I'll love to come in and just do a consultation, and we'll go from there.
Perfect. Elizabeth, thank you so much for showing us this beautiful home.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.